Ooh. Overcast yet warm. I like it. Perfect weather to come out here. Get a little fitness. Nah, just kidding. Nice. Didn't get any weather last night. Completely missed this. There's only a small chance, so not really surprised there. Squirrel! So many squirrels. Back on the GoPro. I've been trying to bounce back and forth between cameras because I love shooting with the Sony just because of the crispness of it. But then I love my Canon just because of the colors. But then both of them are just tough when you're using, you know, the Switch Pod or the Gorilla Pod, and just there's a lot of bounciness and shakiness, you know, and that doesn't relay well in vlogs, something that someone would want to watch, I would think. So that's why I tend to stick with the GoPro. The 8 is fantastic. Even the audio is much improved over years before, so back on that. So hopefully everything's a little bit smoother, because I know I don't like watching shaky footage either. So apologize for those last videos. I'm just playing around with some stuff. We're gonna get this baby down today. Hopefully get it in the burn pile by the end of the week, so that way we can not have to worry about it for the rest of the year. But you'll see where my little problem is that I was talking about. The way the tree's leaning is right on top of this little guy, and possibly that one. So I wanted to try to pull it just that way a hair. Just that way. If I can get it just this way a little bit, I think we'll be okay. So I've got a rope. That's what the weight's for, so I can throw the rope up into the tree. Because usually when I tie it to a rock and stuff, that never works, and the rock goes flying or ends up hitting me or something like that. So I'm gonna try using the little weight to throw it up there and get it over there. Use the Ranger to pull it this way. I don't think it could hit the power lines. Oh, but that's close. Yeah. So bad now, was it? Probably look like a fool trying to throw it up there, but I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of Monday morning quarterbacks in these comments. You ever have those people in your life? You know, the ones that there's only one way to do it, it's their way, and they just sit there and nag and nag and nag. But sometimes you just want to do it your way, you know, and just there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? Or raccoon. We're getting to a point where there's way too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Way too many chiefs. It's kind of fun sometimes too. You ever go up to those ones, the ones that know everything, and you almost just purposely tell them something false or make something or exaggerate something just to hear them agree with you, and then you look back and laugh. Because it's funny. It's funny. You don't lose any pride by saying you don't know something or know how to do something. There's no shame in asking a question or saying I do not know or I do not know how. No shame at all. It actually makes you a better person. Because then you're being honest with yourself, you're being honest with people, and then you're learning something instead of pretending. Too many chiefs. Let's get this tree down. All right, changing plans. Just looking at it, just eyeballing it, like the bend in the tree is kind of deceiving to the power lines, and I don't know. I am second guessing those power lines like crazy, and that's the last thing I want to hit. I'd rather destroy a tree than power lines. So I'm gonna try to cut it this way. If I could have the Ranger pulled out from this way down, kind of pulls the tree this way, I'll cut this side, kind of get it going this way. I'd rather it fall here and take out those trees, whatever. It's really close to those power lines. It's very deceiving because at first look, it looks like you're gonna clear it, but you gotta remember there's actually a bend in the tree, so the tree is actually taller than it looks, not that far back. So when you look at these power lines right here and the tree coming the tree's gonna come this way no matter what. Even if we don't cut it, it's gonna come this way. It'd probably clear it, but it just looks too damn close for comfort. So I'm not about to do that. So we'll pull this way and see if we can make a miracle happen, because I don't think it's gonna fall the way I want it to, but gotta try. Live with that. It split the two baby trees perfect. I mean, took a couple branches, that's all right. We can take a couple branches off, but look at that, straight shot down the two, and we didn't touch power lines. Thank goodness. Look how dead this thing is.
Well, my mom thinks that one's dead right there with it.
Look at the crispiness. Ooh, that was like a nest or something at one point. All right, well, that's down. Moss burn pile, huh? All the pine trees look terrible.
That's what my mom found.
They all look dead, all these things. It's just barely the top. These things are just, whoop. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, this is a good one. Another question that I'm asked, one of the most asked questions, humidity. What's it like? What's the weather like? Well, finally into spring, into May, get warmer temperatures, right? So you see this, right? That's the humidity. We had some rain last night, so the ground stays wet, it stays moist, temperatures start to go up. It starts to get a little warm, right? So you get a little bit of humidity. You start sweating, fogging up your glasses, wearing headphones, you're sweating, right? So there's no lie about humidity. Sucks, you get sweaty and stuff, you know? I'm never one to lie or exaggerate the situation just to try to make something I left, like saying leaving California, it's a better choice to come here, you know, because this, and this, and I'm not gonna tell you the truth about here. It's humid, like there's humidity. It is nowhere near the humidity of the South though. Like when you think like Louisiana, like the Gulf states. It's not like that. You get certain days, like today is. Yesterday, there was nothing. It was beautiful yesterday. No humidity at all. I'm gonna go ahead and check the weather thing just to see where the humidity is at. But the big difference is, what I will say is why I'm okay with the humidity and the sweating is because like this, I start sweating just because you sweat. It's not because I'm not hot, like, and I can keep going all day long. Like that's why I'm still out here and I can keep going. If this were California and I was cutting down a tree and I started sweating, odds are it's 85, 90, you know, upper temperatures. I gotta stop, I gotta go inside. Like I gotta replenish I gotta hydrate, I gotta replenish drink more fluids. Like I'm done. Like I gotta stop for a good hour or so before I can get back out there and get after it, like consistently, even more. Here, I'm fine. Like I got a bottle of water and my sweet tea and I just keep going, keep chugging along. You sweat, once you sweat, you sweat. That's it, it's over. Like it's done. Like there ain't no going back. But you can keep working. That's the big difference. So yeah, there's humidity here. Sure, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we had humid days in California, nothing like this. Like you're obviously gonna have more humidity here because California's a dry heat. So yes, it is humid. Yes, you do sweat. Yes, you can keep working. No, it's not that bad. So hopefully that'll answer the weather question that a lot of people ask, which this is all gonna be part of the bigger video that's coming once we hit a year, which we're a month out now, almost, just about a month. June 16th will be a month. So that video is coming, what it's been like a year in Tennessee since we left California. And yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, More pros than cons. Look at this tree, man. That thing was just, it was hollowed out. Cut it as best I could, split those 2 trees. I'm happy. We only lost a couple branches. Hopefully it doesn't kill those ones. If not, replant some more like I did the other ones. Woo! I need some tea. All right, so let's check humidity. So your dew point is at 60 and our humidity is at 65. So once your dew point gets above 60 and starts inching up, that's when you start to actually feel the humidity. So 65%, look at the difference from yesterday, 18%. So it's definitely more humid today. But if you want to follow that little weather station, you can. It's on Weather Underground. I can link it if anyone cares. Since we're back in spring, and I had 2 ticks on me yesterday when we went shooting. We're back on that little Kentucky old wives' tale of taking sulfur. So you take a 1/8 of a teaspoon sulfur on a spoon with some honey or molasses or whatever you want, and you take sulfur. You ingest sulfur. I was very skeptical when I heard about this last year. You'll see it in the vlog from if you go back. But it worked. I didn't have any tick problems at all last year. During summertime, it was golden. I don't think Babs had any. No. I know the kids didn't have any because they don't go out of the house. Back on the sulfur kick, will you take it once a day for a week?
Once a day for a week.
Once a day for a week.
The following week.
Every other day the following week.
1 time a week after that.
And then 1 time the 3rd week, I guess. It's supposed to work. I don't know. You're supposed to give it to your dogs too. I don't know how I feel about that. Don't know how I feel about that, but we taking it. Yummy. That's so bad. And sulfur tastes just like you would think sulfur would taste.